too bright outside, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're a paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can have the throne, I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
That we gotta do better.
Like many great leaders, when he spoke, we listened and we followed. And this was just a stepping stone to pushing things out the door and creating sustainable change. I'm very interested in education reform because it directly involves our youth. I'm a firm believer in the saying that kids are the future, and I would love to create sustainable change so that after-school programs are not only
Let's meet the visiting team, Houston Rockets. At small forward, Tate. At the other forward position, PJ Tucker. At center, DeMarcus Cousins. At shooting guard, Victor Oladipo. At the other guard position, John Wall. The head coach of the visiting team is Steven Silas. And now, the starting lineup. At the shooting guard position, at 6'6", number 25, Reggie Bullock. The other guard, at 6'3", Number 6, Alfred Payton. At small forward, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 9, RJ Barrett. At the center position, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 23, Mitchell Robinson. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6 foot 8, number 30, Julius Randle. The head coach for your home team is Tom Thibodeau. Ladies and gentlemen, your New York Knicks.
Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture, and none is more popular than the Kobe 4. Originally released in 2009, last season almost a quarter of all NBA players worn them. And that's not just a tribute to the Mamba, but a testament to a design that has stood the test of time. And PJ Tucker called them the best hoop shoe ever. Strong praise. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at New York, they're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season.
And right now for the Knicks, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Oladipo is out there with Wall. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Tate in at the 3 slot. And for New York, Barrett and Randle are in the forward positions. Alfred Payton is out there with Reggie Bullock. And it's Robinson in at the center position.
And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward, that he has other ways to get at you offensively. Oladipo finding his range now.
And the basket by Payton.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And from distance, no less. What an amazing pass.
That's about as long an alley-oop pass as you're going to see. Trying his luck from deep. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, if Payton wants to stay in this league for a long time, that shot has to be more and more consistent. That's a good sign.
He dishes it to Bullock. Shoots the 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And Tucker has it in the corner. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Bullock, and the layup is good.
Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now, here's Oladipo. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Payton finds Barrett. Stripped it away. And it's Houston on the break. Wall's running, and the slam dunk by Wall.
He is a monster in transition. Wall operates in the open court at an elite level. I'm not sure there's anyone who finishes better on the break.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Now here's Wall. 17 points for him last game against Miami. Here's Randle. Banked in off the glass. Randle's got 5 now.
Yeah, Randle does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Wall against Payton. 13 feet away. Wall, good. Wall's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Wall kicks to Oladipo. The pass to Tate. Back to Oladipo. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
No doubt that Victor Oladipo is a guy that this franchise is leaning on, so showing some leadership here.
Robinson for three. It's rebounded by Houston.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Over in the corner, Cousins. And a miss there on the triple.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them. Oh man. Caution. Flammable.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Oh, that's nuts. Randle getting up there, turning a little bit, and putting on a bit of a show here.
Oladipo outside. Passes it to Wall. Back to Oladipo. Good on the triple. Oladipo's got a couple of threes now in the first for Houston.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Payton kicks to Barrett. Takes a three. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
To the wing right side. Tucker can't get it to go. The Knicks leading by 3. Here's Randle. And Randle throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Rockets have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. It's stolen by Randle. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw tonight. That free throw good from Randle. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do, and that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now.
Near the three-point line, it's Bullock, and again, it's New York.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. Check out the stats for Wall. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team, averaging 21 points per game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. In third, the Rockets.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
Shot clock at 6. Shot to stop the run.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Here's Randle. The shot will not fall. And it's Houston the other way. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Yeah, even when it comes to matchups where it looks like one side should be the clear favorite, those brief 2-game series often end 1-1.
It's his first trip to the line.
And 74%, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
That's good from Oladipo.
The 2013 draft, Victor Oladipo out of Indiana becomes the second overall pick. And he broke out in his first season with the Pacers. Nice to see him come back from this injury and start to make an impact.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Burks, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock, and it's Rose in for Elfrid Payton. Oladipo hits them both. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. They're leading by 8. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Inside, Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Rose gets the bucket.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Here's Wall. That shot misses. So New York will take it the other way.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game?
Burks against Oladipo. Over in the corner, Cousins. And it's off from three-point range. New York leading by 8. It's Randle with the drive. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Here's Tucker. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 3 assists in the game. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to the Heat. From deep, Rose, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Rockets trail by 11. Wall looking for an opening. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Tucker's got 7 points.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better. And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
Yeah, you check the stat sheet and you can dominate just about every other facet of the game, but it's not going to make up for anything if you shoot the ball at such a low percentage.
So for the Knicks, Noel's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Toppin comes in for Randle. And it's Knox in for Barrett. Gordon with no one around. The Rockets with another miss.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Rose, good.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
On its way from Rose for 2, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And that's a shot you almost have to concede to Rose. You can't stop everything, and protecting the rim has got to come first.
Gordon, and the rejection by Noel. Releases, and there's another one for the Knicks.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray. And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Kept alive. That one goes. Count it. Noel's got his second bucket tonight.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
That'll be a 5-second call. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Here's McLemore. Rose with the rebound.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston, trailing by 19. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter.
A great pass from Gordon there, leading to the assist.
And so here is New York. On its way from Rose for 2, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Rose has got 14.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Gordon. Buries the easy one.
When Eric Gordon's pulling up like that and hitting those shots, got to be a big concern for the opposing coach.
On its way from Rose for 2. It's rebounded by McLemore.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
The Knicks leading by 17. The 3 kept alive by New York, but they get it back. Burks' shot is good.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Pass to McLemore. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both teams will make substitutions. And McLemore drops them both. New York leading by 17. Rivers with it. Now defended by McLemore. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. And he's good on the three ball. McLemore's got 5.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D. And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. Houston shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the technical free throw is good. Gordon with it. 17 points in his last outing. The Rockets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. And Gordon drops them both. Here's Rivers. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I think it's been kind of cool to watch Austin Rivers play under his dad, Doc, a shifty combo guard with fantastic skills.
The Knicks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Knicks lead by 16. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying first year.
I hate losing, but at the end of the day, it's part of the game. And I feel like you could learn more from a loss than you can from a win. And my teammates have been great. The whole organization has been great. We just, whatever happens, we've kind of been sticking together and going through it all together, so that's been good.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Ben McLemore. He's out there with Gordon, and it's Caruge in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Quickly, nice spin off the left rim and in. Knocked loose. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
The drive by Gordon. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Well, Eric Gordon is always a threat as a two-guard to score. However, the defense gets a little too physical with him there, which is why he gets to the free throw line.
The first one falls. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
All free throws good from Eric Gordon. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Rivers, and again it's New York.
Austin feeling the pull-up that time, reading the defense and not deciding to take it too far into the D.
Gordon with it, and it's Toppin picking him up, and stolen by Noel. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Softly drops in the floater. Gordon's got 13 points.
Wow, it just feels like Eric Gordon is sinking everything right now. He's definitely the team's number one option on the offensive end.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And he knocks down the first one. The Knicks making a switch here. Bullock's checked in. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Wall comes in for Daniel House. So he gets them both. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Rockets trail by 17. Pass to Tucker. And here's Gordon. Back to Wall. Outside Gordon. Lets the three fly. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 5 assists tonight. New York leading by 14. From the wing. It's rebounded by McLemore. Houston's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Gordon finds Wall. And another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
For New York, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Ring shot on the way. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. Rockets trail by 13. The pass to Nwaba, and stolen by Noel. Here's Bullock. Here's Toppin, and Toppin throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Here's Rivers, and the Knicks good for 2. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Wall against Rivers. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And always a bonus to have a point guard who can dunk the basketball. Wall has great initiative when it comes to rising up and throwing it down.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Now Gordon. 16 points for him. To the wing on the left. Offensive rebound, Tucker. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Quickly, and again, New York with the triple.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Houston. 19-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Toppin can't get it to go. Rockets have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Back to Wall. Fires from 18. Uses the glass to drop it in. Wall's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Noel. Randle comes in for Toppin. Barrett's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Payton in for Rivers. Payton attacking. And he makes that one.
Good slice and dice from Payton there in the lane, finding room.
Rockets trailed by 19. Oladipo outside. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And that's 12 points for Victor Oladipo.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Quickly, trying to get open is Randle. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Oladipo finds Cousins. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, I like to watch when DeMarcus Cousins outworks any defender. He finds ways to score. Even with the aggressive defense surrounding him, he'll find a gap.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. So Payton will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on John Wall for New York. They have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw off from Payton. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view. You've gotten a front court view. You've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
Here's Payton. Here's Randle. Here's Robinson. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Robinson's got his first points of the night. Rockets trail by 18. Over in the corner, Cousins. Oh, good on the triple.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the shot goes in. And that's 18 points for Julius Randle.
Well, fleshing out his offensive attack here, Randle comfortable from that range to knock one down.
Here's Oladipo. Knicks with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And there's the foul against Houston.
There's a tremendous demand in the NBA right now for the kind of build that R.J. Barrett gives you at that guard position. So sturdy, so strong, and he has a chance to be one of the best guards in the league for many years to come.
And the first one drops. And Brent, some breathless comparisons for R.J. Barrett. People throwing out names like Grant Hill and Tracy McGrady.
I mean, that's a ton of optimism around names like that. But this young player has a drive and a will. And I think he has the kind of composure to show you what he's made of. And if it reaches anywhere near those other players, Kevin, he's going to have one heck of a career.
And so he makes both from the line.
You wonder if R.J. Barrett could be the best player to come out of Canada. Now, that's some high praise because I had many years battling against one Steve Nash. But R.J. Barrett has a high ceiling.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Burks, he's checked in for New York. Rose comes in for Elfrid Payton. Oladipo, good. And Barrett's father playing for the Canadian national team as well as playing overseas. And Brent, as you know, his mother, a nationally ranked sprinter.
Yeah, an unbelievable family DNA and lineage around a multitude of sports, and it really helps to be a generalist rather than a specialist. Couldn't ask for a better pedigree for one R.J. Barrett.
Count it!
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
New York leading by 22. Rose goes in. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
How about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his quickness.
Oladipo misses.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Offensive rebound. Yep, it counts.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
It's Randle with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Randle's got 20.
It just doesn't take many steps for Julius Randle to get up to speed and be able to go downhill like that.
Here's Wall. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
DeMarcus Cousins taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Over in the corner, Brown. Kicks to Oladipo. High post Cousins. Passes it to Caruch. Lets it go. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Barrett. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, RJ is a natural scorer. It's very hard to shake him off that kind of focus.
Brown wide open. He fires. Drops in the tray.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
New York's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Rose. Good. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Oladipo with the ball, and Burks picks him up defensively. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Oladipo with the bounce pass. And it's Cousins. That time on the assist by Oladipo. 10 points here for Cousins.
Such a power player is Cousins. Fantastic. Fighting his way through whatever kind of challenge the defense wants to throw at him.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And the layup's good off the glass. Rose has got 24 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Burks against Oladipo. And that one drops.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Derrick Rose again. He's got 26.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Burks against Oladipo. They get a hand on it. And now Rose running the floor all by himself.
And still with those active hands, Rose remains a threat to knock the ball loose.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Here's Cousins. And that one released in time, but no good. What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for the New York Knicks. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, you guys scored a lot in the first half. What are you doing well offensively?
I think it starts with defense. We were able to get out in transition, we're getting rebounds and pushing the ball. I think that's what's getting us open looks.
Well, we'll see if you can keep doing that in the second half, Alfred. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Derrick Rose taking care of business in this one. He ended up with 28 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Well, the youngest MVP in league history, but then injuries derailed the career of one Derrick Rose. Shaq, how great is it to see the comeback he's made?
Look, he's dealt with the slings, the arrows, the critics. Playing at this level, it's all about redemption.
Well, he improved his diet, lost some weight, managed his minutes, and now he's enabled himself to get healthy. And then Derrick Rose healthy, Ernie. That's better than 80% of the guards in this league.
Good point. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And for Houston, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. It's Randle and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Elfrid Payton is out there with Reggie Bullock, and it's Rose in at the 3. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Lays it up and banks it in. Rose has got 30.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
To the paint, here's Tucker. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And Rose playing a big role offensively. He's got to be a focal point of your defensive scouting report. No doubt he can hurt you.
And here's Oladipo to the middle. Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Oladipo with the block.
Good timing from Victor there as he swipes that one away.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And it's checked in for Rose. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, the Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope. And it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
And that one falls for Robinson. And Robinson, a second-round pick for the Knicks. Brent, he has been a steal.
I agree with you. He started playing basketball in 8th grade, so you wonder how much more unlimited and untapped potential does Mitchell Robinson have at this position.
Good on both.
It didn't take long for a lot of people to take notice just how dominant a defensive player Mitchell Robinson was going to be in this league.
Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Shoots from the baseline. No good from Payton.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And Barrett slams it in.
It's awesome to have a guy at that size be able to accelerate and elevate like RJ did there.
So Oladipo will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. He was all alone on that one. He's got 9.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Randle with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Wall against Payton. All sorts of time. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 13 points.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Barrett, no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Knicks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Deep 2 from Robinson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, the more he can hit from this area makes Mitchell Robinson so much more dynamic on the offensive end of the floor.
Pass to Oladipo. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Oladipo's got 20 points.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Here's Payton. Wall with a block.
A stellar all-around defender. Wall enjoys rising up and denying shooters.
So for the Knicks, Toppin comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Rivers in for Reggie Bullock. Then McLemore, he's checked in for the Rockets. The Rockets have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Pass to Cousins. Clock at 6. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor. And Rivers gets it to go in on the assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one. Rockets have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. And they double up Cousins. In the corner, it's McLemore. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Barrett. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
R.J. Barrett on a roll right now. Let's see if he continues to score or starts to set some guys up.
Now here's Wall. He's got 16. Toppin with the steal. Payton attacking. Here's Randle. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Randle's got 4 points in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
It's stolen by Randle. And here's the fast break. Randle leading it all the way. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on John Wall.
Well, Randle can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
New York calls timeout. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets.
And checking out the numbers for Eric Gordon. Some impressive play from him over the last month. Averaging 21 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
That free throw good from Randle.
After being picked 7th out of Kentucky back in 2014 by the Lakers, you remember Julius Randle, an auspicious start to his career, breaking his leg on his very first NBA game. That has not deterred him.
He hits both from the stripe.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Outside Gordon to stop the run, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Barrett, Wall with a block, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. The Rockets making a switch here. House is checked in. Quickly. And again, it's the Knicks missing. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Down low. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 15.
Oh, nice feed from Wall, paving the way for that bucket. That's always his first thought. Find the best shot possible on every trip, whether he has to take it himself or create for a teammate.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Doesn't go for him. And New York the other way now. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Randle with the bucket.
Can't say I expected Julius on that particular play to pull up because he had the lane, but that was smooth.
To the paint, here's Tucker. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
That was their plan, and if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Toppin, good.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
And for Houston, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
New York's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And how about Randle just collecting and absorbing that hit and still fights to get his shot off.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. Caruch is checked in for Ben McLemore.
One shot.
Here's Gordon. 16 points for him. Inside, here's Tucker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Tucker's got 19 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And that one drops for him.
Yeah, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
All with it. 18 points for him. To the inside. And the basket by Caruch. Caruch has got 6.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Dishes it to Barrett. 3-pointer. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Well, finding some room there on the perimeter, the lefty R.J. Barrett knocks it down.
Here's Wall. And Wall with the slam.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Rivers. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Wall up top. 20 points for him. There's Gordon with the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Gordon gets the pass there and takes off for the jump shot before the defense could react.
Launches a three. Tries again, and it's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. House has got the ball. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by House. 22 points for him.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
New York calls timeout.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
David Nwaba is checked in for the Rockets. Sterling Brown comes in for John Wall. New York's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Rose. Toppin. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Gordon, the pass to Brown. To the middle. Here's Karuch. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Karuch has got 8 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And the shot goes down. Toppin's got 9 points here in the second half.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
And they double up Gordon. Poked away. Here's Knox. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 5.
Knox has such great athletic ability. He's able to work his way inside and drive to the rim.
Down low, here's House, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Rose gets the bucket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Gordon against Burks. Rose gets the bucket. Rose has got 36.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Brown the pass to Nwaba. Here's the floater. And no good. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
And Brown throws it down.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. On its way from Rose for 2. To the paint, here's Gordon. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Burks with it, picked up by Brown. Houston's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And it's Gordon missing.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
New York, no good that time either. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Brown dishes to Gordon. Now the pass to Nwaba. Over in the corner, Brown. Now back to Nwaba. Offline with his three. What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for the New York Knicks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Knicks shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Rockets. Brown out there with Porter. And it's Nwaba in at the small forward position. And a wide open look for Porter. And it's Noel with the rebound. Here's Burks. And count it from 19 feet away. And here are the Rockets now. Brown outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
I mean, he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Burks' shot is good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Porter passes to Karuch. And it's blocked.
Great timing as Knox gets up there and blows that one out.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And he banks in the layup.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Payton attacking. Karuch grabs the board. Karuch has got his fifth rebound in this one. Brown fires, and the shot is long. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. From 18 feet away, and he hits the jumper for 2.
The defensive mindset has to maybe get to the mid-range. They didn't do a good job pressuring the shooter on that possession.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Buries it from three-point range.
Number 6. 3 points.
Here's Payton. Over Porter. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
An assertive Elfrid Payton is a better Elfrid Payton.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
First free throw is good. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
Porter. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Oh, and here we go. Knox has got it, the fast break chance.
Well, Knox has such versatility in his game. If you add the art of drawing fouls, that's going to help him out.
Shooting for New York, Kevin Knox. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And like so many recent top 10 picks, Kevin Knox was another one-and-done college player. Think about that challenge at 19 years old, coming into the league and also coming into New York City. It's a lot of pressure to get things done.
He's perfect from the line this time. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. Here's Ntilikina. They grab their own miss, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Brown. It's stolen. And now Knox running the floor all by himself. And slam dunk by Noel.
Yeah, Knox trying to improve in this portion of his offensive game, distribution.
Back to Porter. Pass to Karuch. All alone. That one, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Here's Knox. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 6 assists in the game.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Knicks on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Ntilikina's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hurting you now from there as Ntilikina's finding his range on those shots.
Wide open. Nice jump shot. Good. New York calls timeout. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree. Robinson's checked in for New York. Rivers comes in for Elfrid Payton. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Shot on the wing. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%. Houston's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside Porter. And it's denied. And here is Robinson. And it's in there.
That's a tough shot made by Robinson. This is a guy who shot over 70% from the 2-point range.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Porter looking it over. Pass to Karuch. Power down with both hands.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Nwaba. Pass to McLemore. Drills it from outside.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
New York shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. And it's Bullock missing. Rockets have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th. Right around 46-47%.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Rivers. That one's off, still out of sync. Houston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Here's Nwaba, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Knox, and it's off the back rim, no good. And for Houston, they're shooting 53% from the field in the 4th quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
It's stolen by McLemore.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Houston.
Now here's Porter. Nwaba passes to Karuch. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA and basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So It does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Trying to get open is Robinson. Tipped away. Second shot opportunity. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Now here's McLemore outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Puts one up from 19. Ntilikina can't hit. And here are the Rockets now. They're on an 18-6 run. And that one's good by Porter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Rivers. They get it back. Nwaba passes to Tate. Count that one from Nwaba.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Wasted no time on that one. Ntilikina's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, Ntilikina has to keep it going. When he looks to score, some good things can start to happen.
McLemore, that one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Ntilikina. Rockets with the rebound. Kuruc has got 7 rebounds in the game. From deep, McLemore, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Julius Randle.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Puts up a 3. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're up by 26. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Julius Randle.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and finished off by Porter.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Houston. High, arcing shot. They get the rebound.
Number 6. That's his first personal foul.
There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And taken away by Brown.
Awesome defense, just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. With Elfrid Payton, bench was big tonight. How confident are you in their abilities?
Very confident. Those guys work on their games. They know that time's going to come, and then when the opportunity comes, they're ready for it. So I'm very confident in all my teammates.
Well, they had your back tonight, Elfrid. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.